Mix 95.7. We are Big Joe and Laura saying good morning and welcome Thursday, April 11th. Woo! How you doing?
I'm tired this week. And I know it's like I have a baby, so obviously I'm tired. Like, duh, Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, duh, you have a 5-month-old. Of course you're tired. But this week, he has started barrel rolling in a way that is new, where he flips over in his sleep and he will not flip over. And they say, like, I've read 1,000 things. I've read all of the blogs. They're like, if he flips himself over, it's fine for him to stay there. But then everybody else is like, never let a baby sleep on their tummy.
What are you doing? That's the worst thing you could possibly be doing. You're a terrible mom.
Yeah, basically. So I've been getting up like once an hour and just like gently flipping him back over and putting him back to sleep. So like I think I might be on the brink of just collapsing this morning. And I'm going to make it through. I've got my caffeine. We're going to try our best, but please be patient with me, especially if you're going to play Laura Can't Lose against me later this morning. I don't know that I have the mental capacity.
This is the best ever day if you've ever thought about playing Laura Can't Lose. This is her weakest. She's the most vulnerable today. This is where you strike. 616-600-0957.
Where you get $35 worth of Michigan lottery tickets because I do not have it together.
Yesterday, I was out. Thank you for holding things down. I went to my wife's grandpa's funeral. He was 88, and he passed away pretty quickly, even though he's an older dude. But what an amazing man. So cool to... the one positive thing for me about funerals, preferably when they're much older people, is hearing their life impact and all that they did. And that impact, actually, I wonder what this business thought yesterday, and I just saw it. My wife's grandpa, Andrew Gelder, I should say properly his name, loved ice cream. That guy would eat it every day, and my wife has that same thing.
I was going to say, your wife is the exact same way, so clearly it runs in the family.
So after we had the church thing, we had the lunch, we had the actual burial, just, into the ground, everybody's like, we should go get ice cream because Grandpa got... So we went to this place called Sweet Rewards on 68th Street. I think it's Kalamazoo, but kind of in the Kentwood area where I used to live when I first moved to Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
But it's a place called Sweet Rewards, and it was wide open because it was like 2:33 in the afternoon. Nobody's really there yet. We roll up, Laura, with like 30 deep. I'm like, they're not going to be able to handle this.
I bet you made their day, though, because, when you're having a slow day like that, you're like, can we keep the doors open? I know, like, in the summer it gets easier.
We did. But they were so fat. Like, shout out to everybody there. I wanted to get their stuff to give them an actual proper shout out, but they were so busy.
Sure.
But they did such a great job. And the funny thing is, I see in their Sweet Rewards Facebook page, their ice cream place, they took a picture. I'm showing it to Laura right now.
Oh, is that all of you guys?
That's Lindsay's entire family.
Oh, if you go to the Sweet Rewards Facebook page, you'll be able to see this photo. How cool is that?
Like, but it's like the whole parking lot. Yeah, it was fun.
I hope one day when I die, everybody goes and does something like that, because I think that's just like, what a great way to honor someone's legacy and really just kind of bring everybody together. Like, if your death brings people together, that shows that you lived such a magical and wonderful life, that you brought so much joy to people. And I just think that's the coolest thing in the world.
I think, when I die, people are definitely going to have a party, so there'll be ice cream at mine.
Oh, I think we'll be like doing keggers. I feel like that's the energy for your funeral one day.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Almost 400 students at North Godwin Elementary School are getting some help with relaxation and stress thanks to a furry friend named Mika. I love these stories. 2 months ago, Mika was brought into the building to help the students reduce their anxiety and also encourage learning.
Aww.
Well, they did this, Laura, because more than half of the parents at the school said they were concerned about their kids' mental state. And the students there say Mika's helping them a lot, especially with the schoolwork. I don't know if that means eating it or what. But.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need help with eating your homework. But honestly, I think more schools and more workplaces should have a dog, because clearly if this works for all these kids, hey, bosses, why can't we have an office dog?
We need one here.
My mental health is really bad.
We need two.
Have you ever gone past a billboard and wished you could smell it? Like, whenever you see, like, those Sam Aguilar ones, do you ever wonder what his cologne smells like?
Yes, and then there's other ones where I'm glad I can't smell them at all. But yeah, okay.
Well, McDonald's is debuting the first ever scented billboards right now.
That's a smart idea.
Honestly, I think it's kind of fun. Okay, so they're not doing them here in West Michigan. You won't see one on 131, but you will see them in the Netherlands if you visit over there. And basically, they're piping in and then venting out French fry smells out of these billboards. So when you drive by them, you smell French fries, and then they're purposely putting them near McDonald's locations. This is genius. I would totally fall for this.
I want to know how many accidents are being caused by this. You're like...
So, expect that to come to the U.S. probably in a year or two, and I hope your nose is ready.
And today's National Pet Day, a cool story involving them is in Nashville, where an annual sanctuary had a senior prom for senior dogs. The Old Friends Senior Dog Sanctuary calls it Geezer Gala. I love that. Staff and donors dress up for it, and so did the dogs as well. Here's somebody from the staff talking about it.
It's called the Geezer Gala. We're here for the dogs. We get to celebrate with them. It's a wholesome environment. Just everything that's good for your heart.
Oh, I think this is so sweet. Older shelter dogs always break my heart. I want to take them all home because no old dog should be in a shelter.
That's right. Everybody, adopt all the geezers. That's your Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
You know, sometimes we get a reward for being great at what we do, and sometimes we get one and we ask, why did I earn this? Hey, we're Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix.
I've been rewarded a lot in my career, and what I mean by that is that they've given me more work to do because I'm so good at it.
Yeah, I've had that a few times in the past, and no pizza party to go with it either.
What?
Pizza party? I wish. No, there was a company-wide email sent out saying that I was Employee of the Month.
Yeah, Laura! Hardy!
Like,
woo!
I was pretty excited because I looked at it. I was like, what do you mean my name's on the list? It's always someone else. And so, I appreciate that they've put me on that list, but I have no idea why they gave me this award. I mean, some of the things that they listed that they're giving me credit for the award, I didn't even earn.
What did they say? Like, what was given credit to you that you feel like, man, is that the same Laura Hardy?
Okay, so they started off by saying, hey, we're super proud of Laura for being the March Employee of the Month. She impacted West Michigan by helping young moms provide for their families. I'm sure I might have done that. I have no idea what they're referencing.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. They said, because you helped out with our Glam It Forward, the prom thing.
Yes. Yeah, that one I totally get. But I wasn't the only one that did it. You did that as well, so I don't want to take all the credit for that. I mean, that makes me feel like, is that what it's like to be a man? To take the credit for something that, like, a lot of people did all the stuff?
I feel like I should get some credit for this then, too.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're like, well, you helped moms. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure I did. Thanks. Whatever. They also said that I spent countless hours making a difference between community events, helping grow a business in the building. I don't know what I did to grow business in the building. I'm going to be real honest.
Do we have another Laura in the building?
I don't think so.
But they even have your photo up here, so they knew what they were going with.
They did put my photo. They also said that I did really good at writing articles on our website, which is true.
You have been. You've been doing
set
great.
A personal best record on my articles this month, so that's fine. But I guess I feel like the reason I got this award, and I don't want to be, I'm very thankful if my bosses are listening right now.
It sounds like you are, for sure.
Very thankful. I think I got the reward, or I think I got the award because I was the only person left in the building that had not received it yet. Literally,
you've been here for a couple of years and you haven't got it yet, have you?
Yeah, literally everyone else. Our boss has gotten it multiple times. You've gotten it multiple times. Even one of our coworkers with the terrible attitude problem has gotten it at least once or twice.
Okay, listen, and you're not being mean here, but if you're listening right now and you have any, inkling about Laura, if you listen for 5 minutes or maybe 5 days, 5 weeks, whatever, her a bit, do you think that our company gave Laura this Employee of the Month because of A, she's really great. You love listening to Laura. She's so talented. Or is it maybe option B, like, they didn't have anybody else left, so here you go, Laura.
We've run out of people on the list, and we got to the bottom. It's your turn.
616-600-0957. I would like just one person to call in and give us their opinion on where they think that falls. Now, my question as we wrap this up is this. What did they give you as far as like a perk? Because I know usually when you're Employee of the Month, you get something really cool. Like, I think when I got it, it was like a year or two ago, I got like a $100 gift card.
Wait, they give you a perk? They just put my picture on the fridge in the break room. I didn't get anything.
Nothing?
Nothing. Not even a pizza party.
Wow. Something tells me they might have went with option B on this one for Laura.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
A West Michigan beach town beat out Oceanside Resorts for a spot in USA Today's top best coastal small town list.
Oh, that's awesome. Which city?
Well, maybe not a surprise. Saugatuck. They landed at number 2 on the list. Now, who was ahead of them? Number 1 was Stuart, Florida. It's part of the Treasure Coast. I've never been there. Have you?
I've not even heard of Stuart, Florida.
That's what gets me. I'm like, okay, well, who knows about this? All the snowbirds? News.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, when it comes to Saugatuck, they say it's known for its art, comedy, music, and beer scene, in addition to award-winning beaches and grassy dunes. So, you know what? You don't got to go that far to have a good time.
Absolutely. Speaking of having a good time, everybody had a good time last summer at the Barbie movie, and I think Margot Robbie is trying to capture lightning in a bottle here. She wants to make another toy movie. If you were to guess, what toy do you think she's going to try to make a movie off of?
I don't know.
You know, you think maybe like a G.I. Joe movie, something like that. No, she wants to make a Monopoly movie.
I don't know if I don't want to watch that one. I hated playing the game.
I really hate playing the game. Although if she was going to be Mr. Pennybags or whatever his name is, I think I'm in for that reason alone. But Margot and her production company, Lucky Chap, are the ones who got Barbie to the finish line. So they're like, we could do it again. They've teamed up with Lionsgate and Hasbro to make this happen. And they're hoping that it's going to start filming this summer and come out maybe next year. But I don't know. I don't like this at all.
I'm going to get a monocle just in case they get popular. And your final need to know news story takes us down to Florida, where one of the most exciting parts of getting married is when you get to exit the venue and everybody's cheering you on, celebrating. Well, one bride was so excited when she left the venue, she left the wrong guy. Yeah, she actually ran outside, dragging some guy, ended up being a guest that was there, not her husband. Listen to the crowd celebrating, then listen to the crowd like, hey, that's not your guy.
Yeah! What? No, you got the wrong people. Go get him!
Oh, no!
At least she didn't make out with the person.
I mean, my sister got drunk and wandered into the middle of a major roadway and almost got hit by a car. So honestly, I feel like this is the lesser of two evils in this situation.
That is your Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. Laura leaves the room, and we all enjoy the silence for a little bit, and you'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Let's say good morning to Kay in Grand Rapids.
Good morning, Kay. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
Good. I see how excited you are to hopefully take my $35 with the Michigan Lottery scratch-off tickets in a jackpot.
Oh, and by the way, I heard yesterday was your birthday, Kay, so happy belated.
Happy belated.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's get you the best birthday gift right now. Why don't you kick Laura out of the studio so we can play, okay?
All right, scurry on out.
All right, skirt.
Oh, she said scurry. I thought she said skirt. All right. When Laura gets out of here, we will begin with question 1. Okay, there we go. Here we go. The game begins now. The Rembrandts song, I'll Be There For You, served as the theme song for what TV show?
Pass.
Question 2. What is the name of the dating reality TV show where contestants can't see each other until they decide if they want to get engaged?
Married at First Sight.
Question number 3. What movie features a girl who falls in love with a vampire?
Pass.
Question 4. Who was getting jiggy with it in 1999?
Will Smith.
Question 5. What is the tallest animal in the world?
Giraffe.
Question 1 again. The Rembrandts song, I'll Be There For You, served as the theme song for what TV show?
Friends. Duh.
All right, and your last question, number 3. What movie features a girl who falls in love with a vampire?
Twilight.
Okay, I am going to bring Laura back in. Laura! While she's coming on in here and I'm doing her thing, how was your birthday? You had it yesterday. You do anything fun?
Oh, I worked and then I went to a good dinner. That's always fun.
Ooh, I hope you didn't pay.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, not at all.
Okay. My family makes me pay. No, it's cool, though. All right. Laura, welcome back.
Thank
Kay
you.
from Grand Rapids did pretty well. She got 4 out of 5 right. So you get 4, you tie her 5, you could beat her.
Oh, no. Okay, let's see how I do.
Okay, Laura, your first question. The Rembrandt song, I'll Be There For You, served as a theme song for what TV show?
That would be Friends.
That is correct. 1-1 going into question number 2. What is the name of the dating reality TV show where contestants can't see each other until they decide to get engaged?
Oh, gosh. Hold on. Love is Blind?
That is correct.
Oh, that was a total blind
Kay, you
guess.
got that wrong. You had a good one. You did something else, like Married at First Sight or something. But everybody and their mother seems to be watching Love is Blind. I think I'm the only one that hasn't.
I have not either, so that was a wild guess for me. Sorry, Kay.
It's okay. Listen, Laura has got a 2-1 lead going into question 3. What movie features a girl who falls in love with a vampire? Don't look at me like that, Laura. I'm not giving you a clue.
The Twilight series?
I will take Twilight. Yes, that is
Okay.
correct. Laura looked at me like, what are you doing? This has never been talked about before.
I was like, is it an interview with a vampire? I was like, no, not that movie.
All right. It is 3-2 going into question 4. Laura, who is getting jiggy with it in 1999?
Na 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 Will Smith. Na 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 na.
And that is correct. Laura, you have 4. We got Kay with 3. Let's see how we go right now into the final question, number 5. What is the tallest animal in the world?
Is it a giraffe?
Yes, it is. Laura, you went 5 for 5 today. Kay, I'm sorry. It's hard to do that when she's perfect.
I'm so sorry,
No
Kay.
problem. No, it was a great time. Thanks for having me.
Of
Thanks for
course.
playing.
And
All
you
right.
can be like Kay if you want to play Laura Can't Lose. Give us a call, 616-600-0957. You're sitting at home on the couch. You look down at your phone and it's ringing and it's your boss. Are you going to pick up that call? Hey, we're Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix.
Yeah, I mean, if it's our current bosses, yeah, I totally would. Not back in the day. Other boss, I'd avoid the call at all costs. But yeah, if Jeff or Eric give me a ring, I'd be like, hey, what's going on?
What's going on, brother? Well, some people may not feel the way that Joe does. And in Michigan, technically, I think, I don't know if there is a law in place here, but California is about to pass a new law that would make it legal to ignore your boss when you're not on the clock, meaning you would have job protections and things in place that if you said, nah, I don't want to be bothered on my off time, they can't fire you or get you in trouble for it. And we want to know, is this something we should be doing in Michigan? We would love to hear from you at 616-600-0957.
I'm all about resting and relaxing, but depending on what your job is, yeah, I think, okay, well, if it's 5:15, your day is at 5, I can't call you. Like, I'm not just calling you to calling you. There's obviously a reason, right, that I'm trying to get a hold of you. You should be answering your phone.
No, you have 8 hours during the day to get a hold of me and ask me dumb questions. And if you don't get that done in that 8 hours, you can wait till tomorrow. Almost no professions require you to have an instantaneous answer, especially outside of office hours. Now, I don't think this should apply to jobs like you're a first responder, you're on call, something like that. And I think the law does protect at least that if you have a job where you do need to be available, but those times still have to be set up. You have to be on call during that time. They still can't call you when you're off call. And I'm going to be honest, I started doing this myself personally, about 5 years ago when my dad passed away, because I spent so much of my career always being available, always giving up my free time, doing all this stuff. It never got me anywhere except for stressed out and annoyed because I had a boss at my last job that would call me to ask me stupid questions that I did not need to answer in the afternoon. And because of our work hours, we work from like 4 a.m. to like 2 in the afternoon and then we're done. He would call me at 3 and 4 in the afternoon and be like, hey, can we talk about something that doesn't matter for next week? No, stop calling me. Leave me alone. If it's important and you can't remember it, send an email and I'll answer it at my convenience. But you don't need to call me at 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon. That'd be like calling a normal person at 7 o'clock at night to ask them a dumb question that has nothing to do with that moment that could easily be asked the next morning.
Yeah, but if it's not a dumb question, I think, occasionally that call should be picked up. 616-600-0957. Are you on Laura's side where you do not want to be contacted? Do not call me.
Yeah, do not call me. Listen, I don't even answer when Joe calls. Why would I answer when our bosses call?
That is, as a side note, a bit frustrating. I'm like, God forbid something happens to me in the morning. We're not going to find out till the news covers it.
No, I mean, if it's right before work, I'll answer. But if you call me at like 4 in the afternoon, send a text message. Like, I'll get around to it. But I need my peace, my quiet, my space. And nothing we do in this industry is at all pressing and needs to be answered immediately. So you could deal with it tomorrow.
Should bosses be allowed to call you outside of your work hours? 616-600-0957.